there's an amount of shrimp that would be dangerous to my health, because if there is, I've certainly come close to that threshold recently. I've been eating a lot of shrimp, and hopefully they're not the radioactive Walmart shrimp.
I was going to say 3-6 Mafia had a line about this. I ate so many shrimp, I got iodine poisoning. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's right about that.
It's dangerous.
I don't get enough of shrimp or crab or lobster because I need allergic to shellfish. So I can't.
I've noticed that you never really join a conversation. Like, I like that too. It's like, I can't do that because of my wife a lot.
I don't.
A lot of blaming of a need for why you're not experiencing the joys others are enjoying in life.
Hey, man, listen. I mean, you're married. I mean, you know how it is.
I mean, Daddy wants shrimp. Daddy's gonna eat shrimp. You know what I mean? My wife's allergic, whether she's not, doesn't matter. I'm not the one that's allergic.
I guess you run your house.
The threat of her dying would be a good reason not to eat shrimp.
I mean, you get the pet around.
She doesn't have to eat it.
Yeah, but even if it's like
she also doesn't have to breathe it.
Yeah, like if Roy gives her a kiss or something, all of a sudden we're spending the night in the hospital because
does Daddy want shrimp?
Yeah, because Daddy wants shrimp.
Yeah.
I'm not. No, not really. I got sick the last time my mother-in-law made shrimp. Yeah,
well, there you go.
My wife is more likely to want shrimp. I think it was like
your mother-in-law give you food poisoning.
You know, it's a point of contention.
But not her daughter, just you.
I was the only one that got sick, and they are telling me that it wasn't that, but I'm telling you that it was like there was something. I think maybe there was too much oil or something. Something didn't sit well with me.
Too much oil within the shrimp.
There was something off about it, and they knew it early on, but I was like, and they're like, maybe it was...
You're too polite, you know that?
They're like, maybe it was, the water that you drank, so like the Dasani or something. It's like, no, definitely wasn't bottled water that got me sick. That's not what it was. It's more likely it was the thing that was cooked, because I'm like not a big fish guy as it is, so like I don't do super well with seafood. I have a friend.
What's your staple of like your food pyramid of food that you eat?
What is my food pyramid?
He's asking you. Yes.
I don't know how...
like what's the bottom of the pyramid?
It's the bottom.
Bottom is like the biggest thing you
foundation.
eat. Yeah. What's the biggest thing you eat?
The biggest thing I eat, I would have... the thing that I eat the most would be on the peak, because there's only one.
The least you can have is the peak.
I don't... Jess, are you confused by this too? Because you want the bottom level to be the things that I eat the most?
Yes. That's how it works.
But I only eat one thing the most.
But it's the foundation.
Well, that's how like the health food pyramid created by... I believe the government works.
And the food is really done by the food and sugar industry.
Yeah, the completely bullshit pyramid.
Yeah.
11 servings of grain a day.
Yeah,
what is that? What?
I don't count my servings. This is a fruitless exercise for you, and a fruitless pyramid.
So do you have any fruit at all?
Do
you have any fruit at all in the pyramid or no?
I am big on trying to finish the things that my daughters leave in their plate.
Right.
So if they have strawberries, blueberries, whatever, I'll try to like eat that before I toss it in the trash can, because we did not grow up in a house where you're throwing away.
And
we don't waste food around here.
Yeah.
So the thing you would eat the most of your food pyramid in your daily life is what?
In my daily life?
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Actual food
it
or
can
like
be Diet Coke?
Soda? Yeah, soda would be the bottom.
What's the thing that like
I don't
We're
drink
just trying to make it accurate.
I don't drink that much soda anymore.
Okay.
Like
Really?
I used
Why
to.
not?
Because I know it's not good for me, so I try not to have it at my house, and I rarely drink it here at the office. If I'm drinking a Coke, it's been a stressful day.
Yeah.
And I've reached my breaking point.
It's kind of like a whiskey for you.
So
Like,
I drink a lot of
whiskey in the office. You have Coke there.
Ever since we started buying the small cans, Billy will drink like half of the little 6-ounce cans.
And then I pour it out.
Yeah, I've seen you pour it out.
It's very wasteful, but it's good for my health.
Do you
You should give it to your daughters.
Also, no, my daughters have never had soda.
Ever?
I've never given them soda.
Good.
So chicken?
We eat a lot of chicken and rice.
Okay, so
rice and chicken.
So that's
is
at the
like a
bottom of the
staple.
food pyramid then.
Yeah, that's
like you're
very
eating several servings of that a week,
Picadillo?
right?
Not as much. I'm not a big picadillo guy.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Chicken, rice.
This
There's got to
is
be something else.
interesting.
No
to
shrimp.
anyone.
Cross out shrimp, Tony.
Put shrimp at the top of the pyramid.
Well, I'll
Never
put
having
all
shrimp.
seafood because you don't eat any seafood.
I'll have occasionally. We'll get some mahi mahi if we have.
I have a
to.
question for the group. How long will it take for you to eat a thing that made you have food poisoning before?
It depends if I liked it or not, because if it's something that I like that my tummy didn't digest well, I'll get right back on that horse. You know,
'cause I like it. Yeah.
If it's something that I didn't like, I will avoid it. So, for example, I had a time when it was like in the frozen food section at the grocery store, and it was like packaged, frozen, like TGI Fridays, boneless buffalo wings, and
exactly
it was like they were. I'm not one.
Would you put that in the bottom of the pyramid?
I don't go high into the like hot meter in the sauces. I'm a mild man. This is something you should
All right,
know.
I'm going to write that on the side.
We know.
Mild.
Right? I'm a mild man. I
It's
can't.
For the mild man.
that-
Put hot stuff in the top of the pyramid.
Yeah, my tummy
actually.
can't handle the hot stuff.
Spicy.
Mild man.
So this is like,
That's so sad. I love spicy food.
yeah. I mean, it's my cross to bear. You know, I didn't choose this
Yeah.
life; it chose me. So I would go and I would get it, and the way that it would come in the package was like basically like little chicken tenders, popcorn chicken, whatever, like a little larger than popcorn chicken, a little smaller than a tender. And then you cook that in the oven to whatever it is. And then it's just like this package of like the sauce, and you cut off the tip of the sauce, and then you just pour it in there, and then you like shake it all in a bowl. And I knew every time I had that, it was not going to end well. But I loved it
But you
so
didn't care.
much. I
Yeah.
didn't care.
But that's not really
Yeah.
food poisoning. That's just your tummy not being
It's
able
a, it's
to
an
Yeah,
upset,
yeah.
Like-
upset stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little IBS for whatever you were
Yeah,
eating.
Yeah.
Pizza, does that belong in the bottom?
Oh yeah, I eat a lot of
big
pizza.
base.
A lot of
Big
pizza.
base. Definitely towards the bottom.
Burgers, but less so burgers.
So I'm going
now.
to put burgers on the next step up.
Sure, whatever.
know, I've
This is
noticed-
an interesting.
What about
thing.
French fries? Potatoes? Do you eat a lot of potatoes?
Chips. You like chips.
I
That's-
eat
that's a
potatoes
starch.
in their various forms. So if you want to put potatoes on there, you can, because I eat a lot of different types of.
I had a
potatoes.
baked potato last night. Baked potatoes, extremely underrated.
Was
How
it
do you
loaded?
eat? How do you eat
Loaded?
your baked potato?
Fully loaded. Give me the bacon, give me the
Okay,
cheese,
so
give me
here's-
the sour
so
cream,
here's
give
my
me
question.
some butter.
Green onions.
Here's
This
my,
woman sitting next to me, by the way, at the bar was like, she was freaking out about this baked potato. She ordered one too, and she goes, "Make sure it's cooked through this time." And the bartender was like, "Okay." So the bartender put on her ticket like, "Cook this extra long," which is like kind of already it's a little rude to be like, "Last time my baked potato was uncooked. Make sure you cook it this time." Because if I'm working in the kitchen, I'm like, okay, like.
Yeah.
Sorry, but also, what are you even talking? Like, it's probably not even the same people working that night. Anyways, I digress. Then her baked potato comes out. She did ask for extra butter, and then she freaked out because they didn't bring the extra butter. And she was like, "I asked for extra butter." And I was just like sitting there, like, "Oh my god, this woman and her baked potato."
just having a bad day. But now here's my
like, oh,
question.
no.
How much do you think it's actually the potato or it's the fully loaded stuff that's
Of course, it's the fully loaded stuff, but
carrying
it's a
it,
great
yeah.
vessel
Oh, you-
for the toppings.
It's a carrier
of
for the
bacon,
toppings, correct,
Cheese,
yeah.
sour cream, chives, and butter.
Potato
cheese.
Have
skin
you guys-
better than baked potato?
I love potato skins. Flanagan's potato skins are like maybe, other than all of you four, one of the few things I miss about living in Miami.
Oh,
Thanks.
Chris isn't
Yes.
here, so you can
Appreciate
exclude it.
doing
What is a
that.
better vessel for food? Is it a potato for a baked potato, or is it like the Panera bread bowl?
I think.
Oh my god, I
think
loved those when I was little.
The best vessel has to be pasta because it's just a vessel for the sauce.
Would you guys tear apart the bread bowl when you were
I don't
done
like
with the
that.
soup? I would get the broccoli and cheddar in a bread bowl. I'd drink the soup. First I would dip the top of the bread bowl into the soup and eat the top like circle, like the round lid of the bread bowl, dip it into my broccoli and cheddar soup. Then I would finish the rest of the soup with a spoon. Then I would pick up the bread bowl and start just tearing it apart and finish. Like I would eat the entire
Just like
thing.
God
It was
intended.
Yep.
So good.
After a while, though, I stopped getting the bread bowl because I noticed you got less soup.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
That's
A
the
lot
whole
less.
ploy, and it's more
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
Billy, how about ice cream? Are you a big sweets guy?
I had ice cream last night, but I'm not like a huge ice cream person normally.
Okay, I'm gonna put
I had ice
on
cream
top,
last night too.
You know what I started doing? You know how I gave you my hack last week or the week before where I said I would put the ice cream scoops inside the Yeti mug and it would keep it cold?
Yes.
So-
I haven't done that yet. I said I was like, I'm going to do this right now. And then
Yeah.
I forgot.
It's,
So I'm going to do it right tonight. I'm doing that.
I've been doing
Friday.
it. And another thing that I started doing, I get like the pint of ice cream or whatever it is, right, that they sell.
Mm-hmm.
And
What's your go-to flavor?
You know
Did you
how-
discuss that?
What's your go-to brand? You
Yeah.
Ben and Jerry's guy?
I'm
Are you a Haagen-Dazs
it
fan?
depends what it is. If I want to
He's
get
a Publix guy, is what it is. Publix brand.
Well, hold on. Yeah, we're getting to that. So I've been
Tillamook?
doing the
Underrated.
orange ice cream from Publix. I love.
Like sherbet or
Yeah.
like
Oh,
ice
the
cream?
sherbet.
They
yes.
they took
Excellent.
sherbet off.
Roy
of-
loves that stuff.
But they took it off
I've
of
heard
the
him talk
box.
about
though.
it.
He can't have it though because
Now it
his
just
wife
says like
doesn't
sunshine
sherbet.
orange
She's
or
not
something
allergic
like
to
that.
that.
It's weird. They changed names, so I wasn't sure if I was getting the right thing. But you know how when you buy it, it has like that film that you have to peel off.
Right.
Yes. Of
So-
course.
Yeah.
When you peel it off, it's like super fresh and creamy because the seal hasn't been broken yet, right? So I started doing this thing as an experiment, and I found it to be effective. Where I take off that film, I get rid of it, I throw it away. I don't keep it on and close it and put the top back on. I take it off, I throw it away, and then before I put it back in the fridge, I get saran wrap, like plastic wrap.
on
I
top?
put it on it, and I make it tight around it, and then I put the top right back on it and create my own new like plastic
work?
seal. It's pretty effective. Like
Really?
it stays fresh for a decent amount of time after, where you don't have like that hard,
The icy
crust
part,
on the
yeah.
top or the ice.
I love
the ice
food
is the worst
hacks.
part.
Freezer burn.
Yeah. And
Do
these
you
are
guys
just
remember when that woman, well, she was actually underage, we found out. She was going around licking
Oh, yeah.
Bluebell
I do
ice
remember
creams.
that.
It was like a
Yeah.
huge scandal.
That
I
was
like
so
Bluebell,
weird.
by the way. Bluebell, underrated.
Delicious.
Yeah. She was licking ice cream.
that was it. That was
She was
just to
17.
remember her. Yeah.
7.
I don't know what ended up happening because she was a minor. So then they were like, we
Probably
found her,
death
but
sentence.
she's
I heard.
young.
Let me see. Hold on a second. Yep, death penalty.
She's dead. Yeah.
Happened in Texas.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think we have
definitely dead,
first,
yeah.
we have like rice and chicken,
We have
right, Tony,
chicken,
on the
Are we
bottom.
still
Yeah.
doing this? No one cares
Yeah.
about what I
No,
eat.
we-
We
Welcome
have
to Mystery
burgers
Crate.
and potatoes.
Thank you.
Hey.
By the way, bottom of the pyramid, we've got chicken, rice, pizza, potatoes.
Sure.
Then
Oh,
the
we're putting
next,
potatoes on the bottom. Okay.
yeah. Then the next one up, we've got burgers.
Okay.
So we're still missing a couple things.
Ice
that
cream,
We
we
need
need
to
to
fill in.
fill in.
On
You know
the
the-
top, we've got seafood, hot stuff, and ice cream.
Here's the thing: is that
Diet Coke's in the middle.
when I had the shrimp, I had it with spaghetti. So I'm not 100% sure if it was the shrimp or if it was the pasta that had
wasn't
too
the
much.
pasta. It wasn't the pasta.
But this
I
wasn't
think that
food
the-
poisoning, was this? Or was it just undercooked? Or-
No, I'm telling you, I think that it was. My guess is that it was the pasta,
Lord, the voice
but
of
that
this.
there was like an oil that was used in the pasta and it was too oily. So I had a bad reaction to it. I don't know what
Do
it
you
was.
have
It doesn't matter.
gallbladder problems, Billy?
Probably. If I were to.
It seems like you might.
If it was yes or no, I would say I'd probably lean closer to yes.
Where'd you put like croquetas and pastelitos on the list? Is that on par with burgers in your consumption of them?
We'll have those once every 2 weeks, let's say, if my mother-in-law will bring them over. It's like bakeries are kind of annoying. Like it's a
Do you
long
like your
wait and stuff.
mother-in-law?
Yeah. Why would I not like my mother-in-law?
No,
She
I'm
seems
just
to be
wondering.
poisoning you
Tony, do you like
slowly.
your mother-in-law?
She might
Love
be.
her.
I
Well,
don't think I've ever met her.
we were talking
your mom?
about. His mom's awesome. She was so nice
Thank
to me
you.
the couple of
She
times I
likes
met
you.
her.
I don't know
yeah,
for what
I like.
reason,
You know,
I don't know why.
Tony told me a good story about his mom earlier today.
This is a funny
that
story.
Goes back to also Mike Fuentes mentioned 3-6 Mafia, and it's not 3-6 Mafia, but it is.
It's adjacent.
It is adjacent, and it's related to lyrics since he was talking about lyrics.
So, I was 12 years old, so figure it's like early 2000, 2001, 2002, and 2003. I want to get an iPod, right? So I'm like, Mom, I want to get an iPod. The Nano had just come out, and it was like super cool. I wanted the one in black. I'm like, Mom, please get me the iPod Nano. And she's like, okay, for sure. What's the first song you want to put on the iPod Nano?
She asked him.
She asked me. And I sat there and I thought about it, and I was like, okay, so I must have been 13 because this is, I think, 2004. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm doing the mental math of, all right, this Young Jeezy album just came out, Thug Motivation. I really want to listen to the songs that are on the album. But the song on the radio right now that I really like is called Soul Survivor with Akon. So I'm going to tell my mom that's the song I want to put on. So she's like,
Are you thinking when she asked you that, like, oh, she's gonna get me this iPad? This song was released in 2005. So
Okay,
is she gonna
05.
say
So I
like,
was 14.
oh wow, this is like, let me surprise him, let me get the iPod and have the song on it? Like that's what you're thinking?
Yeah, I'm thinking like, oh, she's not gonna listen to it. Like she's not gonna wait on the radio because remember that she doesn't know how to use LimeWire first and
yeah.
foremost.
Which, by the way, is crazy because I'm sure she knew that you were using LimeWire and she knew
Well, here's the thing.
what
I
you were
was
using it for.
I was using LimeWire on my grandparents' computer at their house, not at my house.
Oh.
I've never
Lit that
used
computer up
LimeWire
with
before.
viruses, man.
Yeah, I did for sure. Really, you weren't part of the LimeWire?
I feel like I
age?
missed it. Like it was just ahead of me.
Bear
age-wise.
Share was another one too.
Napster was
Yeah,
like the
sure.
OG
Yeah.
of pirating.
I was too young for that.
Yeah.
Morbius was another one.
No, I was
Morbius, nobody
Morbius?
used.
You were Morbin?
No, Morbius was the one that
He's
was like
talking about who knows what he sold.
It's a-
Go on. Sorry.
Morbius was the downloading service
movie,
you
I
used
think.
between
Yeah, the
Napster
MCU.
and LimeWire. It was very short lived.
Oh, see,
that's how I don't remember.
I skipped that.
Yeah.
I
I used to use unless you were using MIRC chat rooms with download links.
I don't know what that is.
I also
Exactly.
don't know what that is.
Yeah,
me and
sorry.
You
Gino
might
were,
not want to say that out loud.
me and Gino were big in the pirating game.
Okay.
We were downloading cars. Yeah.
Okay.
Statute of
The
limitations.
movie Cars?
Yeah.
Hadn't come out yet.
Yeah.
So, I think.
I don't. Wait, what did you mean by downloading Cars?
I don't know what
You
that
don't remember
means.
the ad? You wouldn't download a car. You don't remember that? Like the stupid ad?
No.
one does.
You don't remember that?
I really legitimately thought you meant like Lightning McQueen.
No,
Yes.
no. It was an ad that used to show like before movies about pirating, and one of like the things was like you wouldn't download a car, or you wouldn't do this, and
Yeah, it was a stupid
it
ad.
wasn't a very good ad. Yeah.
Still not.
Still not.
Yeah.
Even all these
Yeah, I
years
mean,
later.
it didn't stick with me, that's for sure.
Yeah. Anyways,
So, I think my mom's gonna get on iTunes and
surprise.
download the CD onto
Merry
the iPod. Here
Christmas.
it is. I think it was for my birthday.
Oh.
Right.
So I can see it now, Mike. Thank you. You wouldn't download a car. So she's like, "All right, cool. You know what we're gonna do is we're gonna sit down together, me and you and your dad, and we're gonna look at the lyrics of this song that you're gonna put on your iPod." And I was like, "Huh?" I was like, "Excuse me?" She's like, "Yeah, like we're gonna go look at the lyrics because I want to see what you're listening to."
Oh no.
So we sat down and she went word for word on the lyrics of Young Jeezy, Soul Survivor with Akon.
do you want to
said
do
it out
that? Do you
loud?
want to go through the words?
She said it out loud, except for a couple of words.
Oh.
She said it out loud, and I was like, "This is for the 10 minutes that she sat there and read it. It was the most traumatizing part of my life, where I was just sitting there like,
Aw.
there's a. Do you want to look up the lyrics and?
Is it like I don't know the lyrics off the top of my head. Is there sexy stuff in it?
No, there's a lot of cocaine selling references.
Okay, drug stuff.
There's a
Got
lot of
it.
F words. There's
I remember one time being young and going to Blockbuster because our family was a big like Friday night was like special go out to eat night, and then we go to Blockbuster. Oh, what the?
Bye, Jess.
That LimeWire
well,
virus.
long
got her.
story short, there's one part that my mom found particularly appalling
In the song?
in the song. Do you have the lyrics up in front of you?
I have some of the
Jeezy song
lyrics
is this?
here.
It's Soul
Which
Survivor.
part is it?
The part where he talks about mailman getting sentenced and then shooting birds at the judge. My mom found that very, very distasteful.
When Melman got his time, he shot birds at the judge.
She did not like that. She did not like that whatsoever.
That was the part she didn't like.
Yeah, she didn't
No.
like that. She didn't. She was
I
like,
mean-
"Oh, so you're not only listening to music with curse words in it, you're also
Yeah.
disrespecting authority." And I was like,
You're disrespecting
Yeah.
authority.
"Well, again, by listening to the song, apparently I was
I
co-signing."
hope your mom didn't say all these words. There's a lot of words in here that.
They're not great words, but
Yeah.
that's the point that you really wanted to hammer home. Is I'm gonna say them again.
Oh, boy, I hope
from
not
a few-
all of them.
That's why I said apart from a couple.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say them so you know what you're doing. Maybe you shouldn't be doing. And I was like, okay, yeah, for sure.
Because he says, if you're looking for me, I'll be on the block with my thing cocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Possibly sitting on a drop
now. Yeah.
Because I'm a rider.
Because I'm a
Yeah.
rider. I'm a soul survivor.
survivor.
What my mom
Survivor,
didn't
yeah.
get was that I was a rider.
Yeah,
Right? Like
a
she didn't.
You're a
soul
rider,
survivor.
yeah.
She didn't understand
she
that.
didn't
part.
You're an accessory.
That's
what you're-
Well, I wouldn't say accessory. I
Hey,
wouldn't
man,
say
you're a
that.
writer, aren't you?
No, I
Well,
wouldn't say that though.
Okay. That, yeah, the
I
dang
wouldn't
cock.
say that. But yeah, so that was a pretty traumatizing part that I actually, funny enough, remembered a couple of weeks ago. Isn't it funny how you forget things that happen, but then one memory brings it back? Like we were on the way back from the Keys from the boat, and that song came up on the shuffle, and I was like, huh.
Was your mom there?
No, my mom was not. Just me and Jenny. And I told the story to Jenny. She had never heard it before. We've been together for 17 years. She's like, this is the first time I've ever heard this song or heard you tell the story. But it was particularly traumatizing. I ended up getting the Ipod Nano, by the way.
Oh,
Did
good.
you?
And I ended up putting on
How long
Fun
afterwards?
not too. I think my grandma got it for me.
Nice.
She didn't talk to my mom and got me the iPod.
So would you do that often, like pit your mother against your grandparents?
No, I wouldn't pit them at all against each other.
But you get a no from one, so you just go to the other one?
I wouldn't really go to the other one. My grandma was very in tune to the things that we wanted, so she was like always had an ear to the ground.
Uh-huh.
And then she would be like, "Oh, get a hit
She's a
iPod."
rider.
Thank you.
Soul survivor.
Soul
Thank you.
survivor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
she's on the block. Thang
With that
cocked.
thing cocked, right.
Yeah.
That's the thing that your parents didn't know about her either.
Exactly right. So if I would have gone to her with the lyrics, she probably would have understood a little bit better than my mom. So I ended up getting the iPod though. So
Yeah,
I
there
don't
you
think that if she would have heard the lyrics, she would have known what any of them were.
she would have known a couple.
My sweet baby angel Tony wouldn't dare do any of this.
I don't think that's what his grandma.
That's also not
Not
what my
just
grandma.
sounds like
not at
No.
all what his grandmother.
Hi,
sounds
Tony
like.
Tico.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
closer.
there you go. That's awesome. Yeah.
Are malls back?
Are they?
I don't know. I feel like whenever I go to the mall, I have a good time.
It seems to be more packed than what it
Right?
used to
Than what
be.
it used to be.
Yeah.
I think I also see malls that are, well, rest in peace, Sense of Place. You know.
What are they going to do with that? I see that guy on Instagram.
I don't want to get
Do you know
too
who I'm
into
talking
it.
about? The guy who kind of
Yeah,
stands there and
yeah.
he's like, "What they're going to do now is an 80,000 square foot mixed complex."
Is
blah,
it
blah,
the
blah."
is it the realtor guy that
Is it the
bought
realtor
it?
guy?
I think
I
he
can
is.
I can tell
Yeah.
you this. I went to Sunset Place for something not too long ago in one of like the 3 places
I was
that
going
are
to say,
still
what
open.
the Game Time?
No, it was like
GameStop.
no. We took my daughters. There's like a little kids like play place like on the top floor, like across from Game Time.
Oh, the arcade sugar candy factory thing?
I don't know what it is. It's basically like it has like a Dandy Bear type thing on the inside, like a little playground area that you can run around in. And we went to see like, oh, do we want to have like my daughter's birthday here? Because like, you know, we can invite her friends from school, whatever.
Good
right?
deal too. They're going closing our business.
So we went to check it out. Ended up not having it there in part because of like this exact conversation that we had. Me and my wife, and she's like, okay, I want to do it on her actual birthday because, you know, even though it's during the week, she has Memorial Day after that, and then people are going to be out of town, they're not going to come, and then we have to do this, and then we have to do that.
It's going to be too late.
But it was also her last day of school, and they had a graduation, and she's like, what are we going to do? We're going to do it here at 5 p.m, then people are going to have to come. It's going to be an inconvenience. We ended up not doing it there, 1, because it was inconvenient, because it was like on a Tuesday, and 2, because she's like, when people park, they're going to be so sad walking to this place because there's nothing open in this mall right now. It's like a ghost town, and everyone's going to be super depressed trying to come to this birthday party. I'm like, I'm not going to fight about this one way or another. Whatever you want is what we're going to do for this birthday, right? But when we were walking out, we walked down the street to like Sports Grill or whatever, right? And when we were walking out, one of the other like storefronts that was open was a realtor. And it's the realtor that like sold the place or bought the place or whatever. And it was like this entire like office, very well lit. And it was just the guy sitting at the desk, and he's like typing, doing whatever he wants. Yeah, just him in this office. And then like you see his face like on the window or whatever. And I'm like, I think that's the guy on the window. It's like, that's the guy that bought or sold this place. I guess he really does work here. And he's like, which by the way, if you're that guy, and you sold Sunset Place, man, that commission, I tell you what, I wouldn't be in that office.
You would be in that office.
We were talking about this earlier because when we were talking about the Kelsey rings and stuff, like, oh, how much money these guys making, we were talking about Cristiano Ronaldo's agent. Mm-hmm. He's got to be a one-client guy. Because Ronaldo signed a deal for $1 billion. Yeah. You figure he gets 10%.
I don't think he does.
You don't think so?
7%.
I think athletes get, I think like athlete agents, like athlete agents get like a 3 or 4%. Okay. Even then, he's getting $40 million.
Yeah.
He's getting $40 million off this one deal. So it's like, why bother with other clients?
But that's like Scott Boras is richer than all his clients because he has all of the clients in baseball. Yeah. So like, I'll get $8 million here, and I'll get $10 million here, and I get $300,000 there. I'm not really going to talk to that person that much. Right. I get another 12 here.
So he's his manager and his agent. So he probably has something a little bit higher because he's doing like a double dip. Mm-hmm. So say he gets 7%. He made $70 million in 5 years,
and he's also made
a lot of his whole career. Plus,
right?
he probably has other guys. But man, I'd be on the fast track to retirement. Right? Like, why the hell am I going to keep coming over here?
Yeah, I mean, I think once you have 70, though, you're like, you know what would be great?
700,
400.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. You'll be great 70 more.
Yeah, so like, I don't think people are like. I mean, I hope I would be like that if I ever got anywhere
like
close.
That. Yeah,
because we're like, 70 million, we're good.
Because we're not good. We're not there yet.
Exactly.
Because then he signs a piece of paper, he gets all the money, and then he's like,
all right, so what do I do now?
Well, that was easy.
Yeah.
I might as well do it again.
I'm bored. Let me keep doing something.
Exactly.
Is that why rich people just keep doing stuff because they just get bored?
No, it's because they're greedy.
I think boredom is why they do.
I think boredom plays into it.
I think that's why they do a lot of things, why they commit crimes, why they do a lot of stuff, because like, let me see how far I can push everything. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's like, what else is there to do but keep making more money? Yeah. So I might as well push it.
What crime would you commit if you were rich?
I would probably not.
Well, they're all committing tax fraud more than likely.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, if we're being honest, probably
the white collar action. You're saying?
Yeah, something that like something a little stint in Club Fed. You pay a big fine.
Mm-hmm. That's if you get caught.
6 months playing tennis.
That's if somebody wants you to get caught. Correct. That's the thing. A lot of these guys, people don't even want to get caught.
And even if you get caught, you blow the whistle on the other guy.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
a lot of whistleblowing.
Exactly. He goes to jail. Anonymous source. I have a part in.
Wow.
You know.
Interesting.
That's how that works.
That's how I'm guessing.
So what crime would you commit?
like I said, we're all doing tax fraud.
I don't know about
We're
I don't
all?
know about
We're all. Yeah.
Everybody.
Well, this is
IRS,
in the
I'm not.
fictional world where we're all billionaires.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and yeah.
Because we're never going to be billionaires, probably.
Right.
If we were, though, would we hang out as billionaires?
Yeah.
I think we'd probably get into one of those like destructive friendships where we're always trying to one up each other.
Really?
Yeah.
About what?
Like Tony would buy a new McLaren, then I showed up in my new McLaren,
Yeah, yeah.
and then Roy shows up in his new McLaren.
I'd show up in my Hyundai Sonata, and people,
Correct.
what's wrong with you?
We'll be back.
Time for
You betcha.
Betcha.
Soulja Boy,
tell him. Yeah, it's
DraftKings,
gosh.
tell them.
which is brought to you by DraftKings.
You did the
DraftKings.
dance. Stop. This guy did the dance.
He did.
He used
Roy,
to do
you
the
mean?
dance at quinceañeras. No, Billy.
Billy?
Billy used to do the dance at quinceañeras.
No, I didn't do that.
He would be
dance.
cutting it up. I know it for a fact.
I can tell you this.
Superman then.
It was not.
Exactly right. Thank you, Roy.
It was not at Quince's because
That was me doing it. at
I was
Quinceañeras.
older.
Yes. Okay. Touche. I would
However-
say prom. This guy lit it up.
but I'll tell you. You're not 100% wrong. I specifically remember
99% wrong.
a DJ Irie concert between two FIU parking garages for like homecoming or whatever it was, and DJ Irie was doing the concert, and he played that song, and it was like the second or third week that it was like popular, and everybody was doing it, and I was in the crowd, and I had a decision to make.
Am I going to do it or am I not?
Am I going to Superman that hoe?
Exactly
Right.
right.
Or
Thank
am I
you.
not?
Thank you.
What'd you do?
I tried my hardest, but I was learning on the fly. You know, I was like the guy that's doing the cha-cha slide for the first time, that's trying to figure it out while
Looking
everyone else is
around,
doing it.
yeah.
And then they turn around and I'm facing the wrong direction. I'm like, ah!
Yeah.
You know?
Well, You Betcha is brought to you by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours. College football is back. So we're going to do a nice little parlay here. We're going to take Alabama on the road against Florida State, those stupid Florida State Seminoles, minus 13.5. We're going to take Alabama there. We're going to take Clemson. We're going to buy it down to minus 2.5. Their favorite at home against LSU. And now here's the last leg of the parlay. It's Miami Notre Dame. Big game on Sunday night. Mike Ryan's whole reasoning on the show this week was, I think we're going to kick Notre Dame's ass.
Three scores is crazy.
Yeah, 3 scores is crazy. So I don't know if I trust that analysis. So we lost Jessica. She's having some internet issues. So I got Jessica on the phone doing something Danny GQ, our engineer, specifically told us not to do, which is call people on the phone.
Yeah.
So Kyle, can you tell me why I should take Notre Dame over Miami money line here?
Well, Notre Dame is a road favorite, and they're bringing back a elite defense. So, I mean, 3 scores is a lot. I don't. Ugh. That's confident.
I don't know if that's better than what Mike said, though.
Yeah, you have something better than that.
Mike told me to do it in 10 seconds or less. So I said Notre Dame has a really good defense, and they're a favorite on the road for a reason.
Okay, that's better.
There you go.
That was better.
More in less than 10 seconds.
Okay, well then it's going to be Notre Dame money line. So it's Alabama minus 13.5, Clemson minus 2.5, Notre Dame money land at the time of recording.
Moneyland.
Moneyland. I'm headed to money line after I hit this bet, baby. All right, that's plus 448 at the time of recording, and that's You Betcha. Thank you, Justin.
You betcha.
You betcha. You betcha. Now.
You dun dun
You
dun.
had to go like that, Roy, you remember? Yeah.
Yeah, because
Did you ever do it? You never
No.
did.
You
No, I
Superman that hoe, Roy.
I didn't.
You did not?
How did you
I
not
don't dance.
Superman that
dude.
hoe?
I don't dance.
Why not?
Because I don't dance. That's
he
why not.
boogies.
I don't boogie either.
No.
I stay on the wall. Or sit on the bar.
That's sad.
Yeah.
I wish
Sad?
you would. Yeah, it's sad.
Did you lean back?
Let loose?
Lean back. That's an
Against
easy
the wall.
one for
That's
you.
what I did.
Yeah.
Lean back was an easy one.
Yeah.
You know my this is a crazy story. You're not going to believe me, but it's true.
You've been telling a lot of stories
That's
today,
a
dude.
bad start because I don't believe your normal stories.
Okay.
believe it, yeah.
Well, this is a true story. All right.
Okay.
One of my best friends, Kevin,
Kevin.
his dad.
That guy.
Is that Big Hoss?
No, not Big Hoss. Big Hoss is Matt, a regular listener to Mystery Crate. By the way, shout out to Matt.
Chris did the old switcheroo again, by the way.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Always, yeah.
Anyways, go on. Kevin and Matt.
Matt is Big Hoss.
Big Hoss.
Big fan of the show.
Right.
He listens to Mystery Crate. Kevin,
Big
who
Hoss.
also listens to Mystery Crate, big fan of the show. Also,
Hey, Kevin.
Kevin, who's the shithead. The picture of me and
Oh.
Dan and with Kevin that you called him a shithead.
Oh.
Or did you call him a
Who
shithead?
did?
You did.
I don't think so.
Or a dipshit. What was it?
Doesn't sound right.
Well, what's his name? Kevin?
Kevin.
Kevin, that dipshit. I want him to know that this episode of Mystery Crate is brought to you by DraftKings.
Yeah, it
This
is.
crown is yours.
There
I'm
you go,
sure
Kevin.
they love that.
Okay, so Kevin's dad, rest in peace, Kurt.
What?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Wait, what?
What
Dad-
adventure are we going on?
I'm
here?
going to tell you.
Kevin's dad, his name is Kurt.
His name
he
is
passed
Kurt.
away.
He
So
passed
rest
away.
in peace.
Recently?
Rest in
peace
peace.
for Kurt.
No, this was like 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so rest in peace, Kurt. Kurt was an awesome dude. Kurt, his family was part German, right? So they would go back and forth to Germany, and he had family there and whatever. So Kevin tells me that his dad one time in late 2007 goes to a bar in Germany with his cousins. They're all drinking. They're having a time. They've got the Das Boot. Everybody's hanging out. They're playing music. And Kurt goes to the DJ at the time, some German guy, I don't know, goes, buddy, can you play Fat Joe Lean Back? And the DJ looked at him flabbergasted. He had no idea what Kurt was talking about. He's like, what is Fat Joe? What is Lean Back? So for somehow or another, Kurt gets the phone and like goes on YouTube or something and shows him like, can you play this song? So I'm guessing he goes on the internet, finds it, starts playing Lean Back in some bar in Berlin. No, first it's like a movie.
Bar. Wow.
Yeah, it's like a movie. For the first like 30 seconds of the song, the da na 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 na. Okay, everybody's just shocked. Nobody's moving, right? Lean back. So Kurt starts hitting the lean back. Lean back. Lean back. And I tell you guys, as I stand here today, or sit here today, the entire bar started doing lean back. He brought lean back to Germany.
Wow.
Nobody had heard of
brought
lean back,
lean
Fat
back
Joe,
to
or the
Germany.
Terror Squad in Germany until Kurt, rest in peace,
Wow.
brought it to Germany. So
brought that
Kevin's
lean back
dad,
to
Kurt,
Germany?
rest in peace, Fat Joe should thank him.
Yeah.
Because he brought lean back to Germany.
David Hasselhoff over there.
Wow.
Wow. Germany, so lucky.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rest
Rest in peace, Kurt.
Thank you for
rest in
spreading
peace.
American culture.
Thank you, Kurt.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're the man, Kurt.
So we were talking about shrimp and how many shrimp is too many shrimp, and Jess said that she doesn't know how many shrimp is too many shrimp. I have
By the
a-
way, the ocean called. They're running out of shrimp.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a Seinfeld joke.
Oh, boy.
For those who don't know.
Did you get it or no?
Yeah, I got it.
By the way,
Because,
the
because you
jerk.
get it, and the thing is, in the joke, he's eating so many shrimp.
I know, and here we go. Go on.
They tell him,
No,
you know,
I
you're eating so
already
much
heard this
the
start.
shrimp. The ocean's empty.
I heard the next one already. Go on.
The next guy.
The drugstore called.
They're called to run it out of you.
Run out of you, Billy, because you're a jerk in this scenario.
Well, guess what? I slept with your wife.
Oh, boy.
I have a friend who was a little kid.
It's like Fred's wife's in a coma.
Oh, man.
Little kid, he tells me he will just eat all the shrimp, and he has to take away the shrimp because he just continues to eat shrimp. There's no stop to how much shrimp this kid can eat.
Right.
Toddler.
All you can eat shrimp.
Like one kid just always just continues to eat shrimp. Unless he takes away the shrimp, the kid's gonna be eating shrimp all day long.
He's going to turn into a shrimp.
I feel like a lot of kids do that. They'll just eat whatever you put in front of them,
Or nothing.
or nothing,
Or nothing.
Or
or
nothing.
they're starving.
Especially
Or they'll eat
nothing.
nothing.
Do you have a kid that eats nothing?
Depends on the day.
and I used to think to
And
myself,
one day they'll eat all of it, and the next day they'll eat none
Nothing,
of it.
yeah.
It's
and
super
then,
fun.
And then I kind of like put into like kind of like dog rules. Oh, they'll eat when they're hungry.
Yeah.
And my boy's like, no, she'll just stay hungry and they won't say anything.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like I always
Someone
tell him,
trusted you with a child?
No, but
No,
I'm
he
always
means, like,
because
theoretically.
my boy will like lose his mind trying to get his daughters to eat, and I'm like,
By your
"No."
boy, do you mean Gino?
No, my old boy Rick, and like, I'm like,
Rick.
yeah, good old Rick, and then I'll be
Ricky.
like, dude, just
What was the other guy
just
that took Fat Joe to Germany?
Kurt,
Kurt.
rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Kevin's dad.
Kevin's
So,
dad.
um,
and who is the scumbag guy? Whatever. his
Kevin,
name is. Kevin was your friend?
Yeah.
The dipshit was
Who was
Kevin.
the other one that we talked
Big
about?
Hoss?
Big
Big
Hoss.
Hoss.
Matt.
Big Hoss is Matt. No,
Yeah.
Matt.
Matt's
Oh, boy.
Matt's not a shithead.
Yeah, he's an avid listener to Mystery Crate. Thanks for watching, Matt.
So Rick?
So my boy Rick, he's always trying to get his
Shithead
daughters
or no
to eat.
shithead?
Nah, he's got it together.
Former shithead?
Yeah, we're all former
Recovering
shitheads. We're
shithead.
all former shitheads. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all in recovery.
Yeah.
So, except me, currently a shithead. But I'm
That
like,
is
dude,
true.
just leave the food
I think
out.
he said that hoping like, no, you're not.
No, I am.
No, it was too quick.
No, you're
I am.
not.
I quickly moved along because I knew I was right.
He should have let it sit for about a second.
So I'm like, eventually they're gonna eat, and he's like, and then he told me, well, I'm not really trying to get them to eat for them, I'm trying to do it for me because I want to be done with their eating time, which I guess is right. It's true for you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want them to go to
absolutely.
sleep
Correct.
for me.
Exactly.
At
So-
night, go to sleep. It's 7:30. Go to sleep. I don't want
You
this
got
to go on
school
until
in the
9:30
Because
again.
you eating now is a building block of you getting to sleep, right?
They do
Bath
whatever they
time.
want.
then
Yeah,
sleep.
They
Bath
run the
time,
show. I've given up on that. I tried.
Yeah.
I tried.
Yep.
Can't do any better. Roy knows.
Yep. Absolutely right. They run the show, man.
Pumpkin Spice is back, Roy. You excited?
Oh yeah, Roy, happy PSL season.
Yeah, man, we're back. We are back.
What do you mean we? You don't indulge in any pumpkin
you act
anything.
like you're like an avid PSL eater. Yeah.
I like pumpkin, right? I like pumpkin beer. I like pumpkin donuts. I like I like pumpkins.
Pumpkin pie?
Pumpkin pie. Pumpkin seeds.
What's a,
I
what?
don't like pumpkin seeds.
I do like pumpkin seeds.
How do you eat a pumpkin seed? You roast it?
No, I usually get the bag of roasted pumpkin seeds. I don't roast it myself. I'm too lazy.
Roy, I see
Pumpkins?
you as a do-yourself kind of guy, though. You're like a very DIY kind of guy.
think it's
I
fake.
can do it. I can roast it, but I choose not to because again,
think it's
I'm
fake.
lazy.
Wow.
Fake.
I think Roy likes to give off like he
Is DIY.
is super
But he's
handy
actually
DIY.
ROI.
He knows to do it, and he's like, yeah, let someone else do this. I'm just gonna throw out my money and throw money at the problem and solve the situation.
Yeah, I'm reaching an age where I just don't feel like doing stuff, so I'm gonna pay.
Yeah, he doesn't know
somebody else
how.
To, I know that's not necessarily true.
Doesn't know how. It's fine. It's fine.
No,
you
I
know
know.
how.
I know how to do things. But if somebody knows how to do it better, I'll pay them.
Yeah, it's fine. You don't know how to
that
do
is
it. It's
true.
I'm with you, Roy.
I
There's no
actually like
shame.
that.
You know,
Yeah, I like that.
Man, I don't want to fuck up my own house.
That's
what I'm
exactly.
saying?
And I'm working for my own time.
Yeah.
That's his job. I make the money. He does the job.
Oh,
Exactly.
sorry.
But you're
Ken.
also paying him, though.
King
so he's
Fuentes.
working
I
his
pay-
job.
I make the money. I pay him to do his
Yeah.
job.
I don't want to have to do it 3 times, so I'd rather just pay the guy to do it once.
Do you cut your own lawn?
Yeah.
No, him.
Oh,
Roy
hell.
does. Yeah, Roy does.
Yeah, I figured.
Roy does.
There's too many things on the to-do
docket?
list, for you to cut your own.
If-
Yeah, cut your own lawn.
Can I tell you something? So I don't have a ton of grass, so it's not like a super hard job. I did go and buy like a trimmer.
Yeah.
So I do like trim the hedges and do stuff like that because honestly, it's like twice as much as cutting the grass. And I'm like, I don't have a ton of trees. I can do this in an hour or so and save like $50 or something.
But then you got to rake
know?
up the stuff.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of work, but I bought the equipment to do it, and I will go and do it every once in a while. It's really only in the summer that you have to keep up and do it. During the wintertime when it's not raining, you're good doing it like once every 5-6 weeks, and it's fine. During the summer, it's like every other week you have to do it, or it starts looking like the house looks like abandoned because things are.
The trees get so like the grass grows so fast because it rains every day that there was like a 2-week span where we were just really busy. And obviously, I live in a townhouse, and the back is like kind of small. There's only like really 2 patches of grass.
Yeah.
And I bought one of those like weed whacker 2-in-1 like trimmer things.
Yeah.
And I cut it, and then 2 weeks later, it's like way overgrown, and I'm like, what happened? Like, what happened?
Yeah.
here? So I have to stand out there and do it, and then my wife laughs at me.
Don't
because,
you rent? Your like landlord doesn't take care of it.
No, they take care of the outside. So I live in a community where they take care of the outside, but not the inside. So now I got to do that. and
One
it's
of
a
the
pain in the ass.
one of my things that my wife, I will say, was definitely right on. She's right about everything, but one of the things she was most
She doesn't listen. It's okay.
she was most right about was the grass, because I was like, there's not that much grass. Like I can get a lawnmower and do this and like save
cannot.
having to pay whatever. I know I can. It's just like, and she's like, no, the guy that's doing it, he's older and he used to do it, for the people that lived here before. So he's been doing this house for a while, and he's always so appreciative and says thanks for like staying with me and all this stuff. Like I don't want you to go out and get it because then he's gonna have to find new people and whatever. And I was like, you know what?
You're doing your part.
You're right. And I'm like, thank goodness I don't have to deal with this because it is such a pain. Because I used to do it like for my parents when, I was like a kid growing up, and they had like more of a yard just because of like where they live, and the house was built in like the 50s. So like the land was a little bit bigger. Not crazy, but like it's still a lot for like a 14, 15, 16-year-old in the dead of summer to be going up and down
Of course.
with like a push mower, like sweating, dying of heat exhaustion. So I was very happy, and I was like, yeah, you're right. We really should take care of this guy. It's the right thing to do.
As I look,
And I don't have to do the work.
as we continue to look for a house, I am thinking of that. Like, what if we get a place that has like a decent yard, but
Yeah.
too much of a yard for me to cut with the little weed whacker that I have, and I hope to God
man.
that it comes with
A riding mower.
that a guy who's already doing the lawn for the other people.
Oh, you can just.
Oh, you want an HOA?
the guys,
pass 'em
no,
down.
not an HOA. I
But they
do
can
not want
give
an
them-
HOA.
They can like pass down
Exactly,
the landscapers.
just
yeah.
like Billy's,
Yeah.
where he's like, "Hey, I've been doing this house for 3 years. Like, can I continue with you? This is the price."
Yeah.
I'm hoping that I show up with one.
And
of
then
those
you have to
guys.
hope they give you like the
The
same.
same. Well, they're
yeah.
trying to keep all their customers in the same area because they don't want to be driving all over town.
Of course.
So
Yeah.
they're like praying that you're like, yeah, stay.
Of course.
Yeah.
So when he tells me, I'm hoping that we find a house and that house comes with one of those guys.
Of all the amenities, that seems like the least important because you could just find someone.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And then also like a pool guy too. If we want a place with a pool,
A pool guy.
you gotta get a pool guy. Then I don't know. I'm putting chlorine in a pool. I don't
How
know
much
what
is
the-
Ethan paying you? Ethan's your boss now.
That's true. It's a good point.
Jeez.
man.
Ethan
I do a
pays
solid.
well.
I do a solid for one day, and all of a sudden he becomes my
What's
boss.
he doing? I say he's like in Chicago.
went to
or something.
Chicago.
Dude,
To do what? How many times does this guy go to Chicago?
He's going to see Oasis. You know.
What?
Oasis?
Yeah.
Dude, they got it in the Grove.
Bro, don't get me started. Want to talk about Mike Malley?
The same.
What?
Mike Malley goes to Croatia for like a
Dude,
month.
no, Mike Malley.
And then
Listen,
he's
I don't know what Mike Malley's
Dude,
salary
Mike Malley
is.
runs the whole company.
Dude.
You know, he takes off to New York. You don't see him. He's on summer vacation.
Guy's in Crete for a month.
Then he goes to Greece and Croatia. Then he comes back, immediately starts having days off.
I want to raise.
Dude, seriously, what are we doing?
What's wrong with Mike Malley? He's a
Oh,
hard
guy.
worker.
He is a hard worker, but
He's one of the
Malley.
competent ones.
when was the last time you went to Greece?
I've never been to Greece.
Okay, exactly.
Yeah. I've never
Where's
been to Greece.
where's the most exotic place you've been, Billy? I'm not gonna talk shit because I haven't been anywhere great either. So.
In what? But in what sense?
In the
like
world.
Furthest or most
just
exotic?
Most
what
exotic.
would you consider the most exotic?
The furthest place that I've been is Spain. I went to Spain.
Okay.
But I didn't go to like a fun part of Spain. I went to Valencia.
Oh, but you had to see family there, right?
Yeah, we had a family wedding, so I was there doing wedding things.
Yeah.
And I just saw like like the suburbs, little like communities. You take the like their metro. It's like little clusters of town. You get on the metro and there's like here's like a little cluster of like a little like a mini city within Valencia, and then you keep going, and then there's another little mini city, and then you keep going, and there's nothing, and then another little mini city. So we did that.
It's almost like Kendall, Coral Gables, the Grove.
But there's like
Brickell.
nothing. But there's like nothing in between them somehow.
Like no
There's
neighborhoods or
from,
nothing.
from what I remember, it was like farmland or something in
Yeah.
between them. So like it's actually
Like Rome?
It's like little breaks of like the little
Of, like,
things,
terreno.
and then you go to like the actual city, and then you go like further, east, and then there's like the Mediterranean there. If you want to go to like the
Mediterranean's
little
nice.
beach,
Oh, they-
yeah.
like
But I went in
beaches.
November, so we didn't go like in the. I went and I touched the water to make sure I could say I've been in the Mediterranean Sea,
Yeah.
but
Was it cold?
I didn't go. Yeah, I think so. It's because it was nighttime,
Yeah.
and it was
It's
November.
even kind of cold in the summer.
And it was, the thing that sucked about it was, and this should be obvious to everyone. So we went during Thanksgiving break just because that so happened to be when the wedding was.
They don't celebrate Thanksgiving.
No celebrating Thanksgiving there. So like then is when I was like, because we were there like 10 days or something, because we were there to help them prepare, and then we were there for the wedding, and then we left
Did they
like,
say
the day
thank you?
after.
Did I say?
I'm sure they did. But like Thanksgiving night, I was
No,
like,
they said
man, this is a bummer. This is a bummer. No,
No turkey, no football, no nothing.
no.
Soccer.
Things
And then
close
they-
early
Yeah,
over
soccer.
there, and you can't just go to a McDonald's over there. I heard
I had no McDonald's while I was there. I did see a KFC though.
that people
Didn't
love
have the KFC.
across the globe. Like
KFC is huge in China.
huge in Asia.
yeah.
They love KFC.
I love KFC.
We
They
went.
love KFC and 7-Eleven.
we went to like a.
11 herbs and spices.
I think we went to an actual Cien Montaditos while I was
Oh,
there.
really? Like a non-chain, like the big dog.
No, I think we went to the chain. I
like
think
the original.
the
one.
original.
I think so. I don't remember.
The
We
name of
went
the place was the
we went
chain.
to a store, a restaurant like that. I don't remember.
People have no idea what we're talking about, by the way.
I think we went to the actual.
Here, I don't know.
Yeah,
Nah,
Cien
I'm
Montaditos.
sure somebody in Miami.
It's, Cien Montaditos is like this restaurant, and it used to be 100, but they're well past 100 now. And now there's like not very many of them. There was a lot of them for a little bit. And basically they have a menu like 1 through whatever the final number is, and like 1 through 15 is like
Little
$2.
sandwiches.
Yeah.
And they're like little sandwiches or like a little
Spanish tapas.
mini hot dog, whatever.
Yeah.
So I went to a restaurant like that over there. I don't remember if it was like the actual Cien Montaditos or another one. And the way that it worked wasn't like you went and ordered. It was like buffet style. And you went and you like picked out what you wanted and you put on your plate or whatever. And then at the end, you turned in the toothpicks. They all had a toothpick, and they were like, "Oh, it's 6 toothpicks, $12 or whatever." Right?
That's ripe for taking advantage.
I told everybody that was there with us, all the Spanish family, I'm like, this would never work in Miami ever, because I guarantee you, of the 18 toothpicks you take, they turn in 2, and you're like, "Oh, I only had 2," and they're like, "We saw you," and you're like, "Oh, 2 toothpicks. What do you want me to do?"
where do you
Well,
want me to
that's
put
not,
them
that one's broken. That's half a toothpick, half price. What do you want me to do? Like it's a scam waiting to happen. So that's the furthest place that I've been. Most exotic is probably in the Caribbean, maybe. I went to Turks and Caicos. I've been to Barbados. I've been to like St.
Turks is nice.
Kitts.
I've never been, but I've seen it. It's nice.
Yeah, it's very clear water. I've been to places like that, St. Martin. There's like a half island situation. British Virgin Islands. There's just like the good thing when you live here if you
That's close.
can go on a cruise, you can island hop very easily on these cruises. You go for like a week, you can have 4 or 5 different countries that you visit to, little islands. So, yeah. I went to this place called Harbor Island once, not on a cruise. Have you guys been there? It's in the Bahamas.
No.
I've heard of it.
Dude, it's a rich people island. Like, I had no business being in Harbor Island, but I had a friend that had a rich girlfriend, and they had like a yacht.
Nothing like a
and
rich
like
girlfriend.
they would. This was my friend's rich
That's even
girlfriend,
better.
so it wasn't even
You don't
like
have to deal
That's
with
great.
it.
Don't got to do anything. You just go on the boat.
well, so like, no, okay. So this is like right after high school. So like they would go on a family like yacht vacation to the Bahamas like every year, and I think it eventually stopped because like they went to college and stuff like that, right? But like it was a family and like their daughters. So they would go on like the yacht vacation every year, and then they're like island hop, like, oh, we're gonna be in Bimini these days, and then we go to Harbor
Bimini's
Island
really
for
love
these
Bimini.
days, and we do this, and that Bimini is really nice. I went like the last cruise, which is like not the way to do Bimini, but it was really
the
nice.
cleanest water I've ever seen in my life is in Bimini.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So we go to this place, Harbor Island. It's like super like a rich island. Like I would never
Very
go there.
uppity.
So like they're there and they're parked in like the their slip or whatever it is. And then we had to stay in a hotel. We weren't staying on the boat with like the family. We had to stay like in a hotel. Everywhere you go around was like a golf cart you'd have to go to get around and stuff like that. Man, I don't know what it was. Okay, because I was young. I was out. I was having a good time. But there was like a day that like I don't know, one day to the next, the locals all knew me. Like, wow. I don't know what it was. We went to this bar that they said had the world's biggest coconut in it. And you take a picture of this giant coconut. And then they had this other like club thing that had like a sand floor basketball court in the middle of the club. And I remember like the DJ's name was, I think it was like DJ Daddy D or something like that. And like I would see like pictures and it's like me and DJ Daddy D like dapping up and like we're just talking and I'm like, I don't know what I said to them, but like the next morning we were like walking around the beach and like locals were just like, Billy, and I was like, what? Like, what an impression!
It was the cornrows you had.
What an that did not happen on that trip. It's like, what an impression on this trip. Pink sand beaches, but never did I think in my wildest dreams that
You'd
the
be the
locals.
talk of the town.
Yeah, and I was for that short amount of time.
Toast of the town.
Then we went to like a restaurant, and I remember it was like the last day. The other days we were like buying stuff at the grocery store. Like we'd go check in on the boat, and then we like go back to our hotel. Like, and we would go to the grocery store because we were there like I don't know 5-6 days, whatever it was. And then we'd go do water activities. But if not, we were like making like, peanut butter jelly sandwiches or whatever because like everything was super expensive there on the thing. And the last night we go to like one of the nice like restaurants right by like the pier or whatever it is, right? And I remember looking at the price. I'm like, oh my god, like this is insane because like I'm still like young and like
kid, yeah.
Everything is like super pricey. So I'm like thinking like, man, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think how many hours did I do working at the mall last week? Like, is this gonna like clear my credit card? Are we gonna have an issue? Like, what's this situation looking like, right? And of course, like they end up treating you and paying for like the meal. But I wasn't certain at the time, so I'm like, and it's all fish, which we talked about before, is very high on my list of the food pyramid because I don't consume a lot of it.
Yes. Right.
So I'm
It
trying
also
to.
can get very pricey. Very pricey.
Exactly. Very pricey fish. I'm not a fish guy to begin with, but again, we're on a little island, so all the food is like fish, and it's like pricey fish. I have no idea what it's going to taste like, so I'm like gambling on whether or not it's going to be good. Thank God I didn't get sick, didn't have to pay for it. All's well that ended well, but I've always wanted to go back to Harbor Island. Probably never will.
Right.
I don't have a yacht. What am I supposed to do? Dude, this island's so small that you have to fly. You have to fly into Nassau, then fly from Nassau, I think, to Eleuthera.
Which is already small to begin with.
And then in Eleuthera, you then had to board like a boat to take you to this island because it was such a small island.
I took the seaplane to Bimini.
I've never done
Twice.
that. I've never done that.
Sick. I love it.
Yeah.
Only way to fly.
Seaplane.
I
mean, if
Land
you're landing
right in the water.
if you're landing in an island, if
Couple
you
of
wouldn't
ways to
take a
fly there.
seaplane to New York,
Helicopter.
it'd be
Touche.
odd. I guess you could land in the
right
Hudson. Look at Sully, he did it.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Mike, most exotic place you've been to?
I'd say I haven't been to a lot of places. I mean, exotic is probably in the Caribbean, but my favorite place I travel to is probably like Amsterdam.
Oh, I've never been
Amsterdam
anywhere.
was-
I've been to Amsterdam. Ooh.
That's it though. Amsterdam, Paris.
This
Only place
guy's a
I've
red
been.
light district kind of guy.
And Japan, you're going to go to get that tattoo, but
Yeah, never panned out.
Yeah.
Japan's
never
still there.
Japanned out.
Dude,
Japan is still there.
I know, but
Japan is absolutely still there.
You like that one, bro?
the 18
Yeah, it is.
the 18-hour flight just really
It sucks.
I know it's
It
like,
sucks ass.
and
dude.
there's nothing you can do about it. You just got to deal with it. But it's just like the whole idea of sleeping for 8 hours, waking up, and still having 10 hours on a plane.
Yeah.
is like just
I mean,
absolutely
can't
brutal.
sleep regardless in a plane. That's very hard.
no, you can.
well,
No,
no,
trust me.
You're not a plane sleeper?
Nope.
Really?
I
You
can't
go
do
on
it, but it's,
business class. You got lie flat seats, buddy. You can sleep.
You think I can
Look,
afford
yeah,
that?
we're not business class.
Yeah,
people.
we don't get paid like Ethan. Okay.
Back-
Yeah,
Well,
Ethan doesn't.
yeah.
He's not in charge of our salaries like yours.
Yeah, exactly.
Ridiculous, man.
Ethan got a budget. He gave it all to Tony.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mike Malley's the one that can afford business class. I can't afford
Jeez.
business class.
Lie flat seats, and they bring you whatever you want, whenever you want.
How are
Do you
your-
pay with points?
How's your backwards skating coming?
It's over.
It's over, but did you figure out how to do
Okay,
it?
that was quick.
Yeah, yeah. I can stop, and backward skating still sucks. Okay, goodbye.